Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm Zelmont, and I should do kind of a podcast style series here where I talk about just random stuff, really, and connect it to my past. I'm really kind of trying to tell my history and the lessons I've learned. I kind of think they're important, but I find it difficult how the best way to get it across. So, I tend to rant a lot in real life. I'm very passionate. It isn't a deal about being angry rants or anything of that nature. I have learned things from my past, and I feel certain ways about principles, I tend to expound about it. People just told me that I should probably do it on YouTube, and I like video games, so here we are. And yeah, I already went to do the episode today, but I don't know, the thing didn't want to record right. I'm hoping that it will this time. I've checked that I can, and I hope it just works right. Because, I literally just spent 45 minutes blabbing my head off about perspective, and now I kind of got to do it again. But yeah, that's today's episode. It's about perspective. This is a free form. If you're liking and enjoying the comment, please leave a like, give a share, give me a comment, let me know what you think. If there's any topics that you want me to get into, please. I do get into political topics, is where this is going to be going. I've talked about a little bit. I had one about minimum wage, and minimum wage is one that I'm passionate about, and you'll find it is one of the issues that I'll end up, like, not even when I'm doing these free forms, I'll just toss it in there. It's not even intentional. It's just an important issue to me, and given that I am currently a minimum wage worker, like it impacts my life directly, and not the way people think it would. But anyways, it's about perspective, and because I've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares USA, and you see it in a lot of, and that's not the only show that you see it in, but shows like that, you see it a lot where the chef will be completely out of it, right? They've given up, they're in a hopeless situation, and they're a crappy cook because of it. Like, honestly, they're crap. But then their perspective changes, and all of a sudden, they're better in everything. Like, they're still doing exactly the same job that they were doing before, but they're happier and better in every way of their life because of their perspective on it changed, right? And I noticed that myself in my life, and literally one like that, where I was working at the job that I currently have. Only then I was a kitchen supervisor. Now I'm not. I kind of am an unspoken one to a certain extent, but no, I'm not anything, and I won't. And I honestly doubt I will ever take on a management style role at my place of employment. It's nothing against the owner, but her style isn't my style, and it's her prerogative. But if I'm managing, if you want me to manage, you're making it my prerogative. But yeah, so I wouldn't accept it. It wouldn't. I doubt I would accept it, because it's her style isn't mine, and maybe she's right, maybe I'm right. But she's the boss. It's her business, her prerogative, and I don't want to go there. But before before my youngest was born, like right before, I was really in a funk. I hated my job. I hated kitchens. It was just shortly after, I think it was a couple years since the minimum wage had gone from $10.50 to $15, and the server wage went to the actual minimum wage. Because before, I guess they had the server minimum wage was actually less than actual minimum wage, because it literally took into account that these girls make tips, right? So they don't even need, which is true. Like, these girls, like, a good lounge girl brings in hundreds of dollars a night in tips. Hundreds. Now, the government doesn't see that because the girls get to decide whether they claim it or, because typically where you're getting tips from is cash tips, right? Although that's kind of starting to change now. And now with it, that's just more reason for those that are actually want to keep a cash society, which I understand. I'm actually on that. I'm not a strong, like, I'm not opposed to people using electronic per se, but there's definitely issues with it. And part of it is this, where, like, right in a cash society, a lot of your girls didn't claim their tips, or when they did, they only claimed half. Now, in certain situations, this would bite them in the ass. Like, there was one girl I know, she ended up, I think she got cancer. I don't know, I don't know exactly what it was, I think, but it was a serious health issue that she had to take time and get a surgery for. And like I say, I'm pretty sure it was a form of cancer, but it was a personal, and I'm not a very personal coworker, to be honest. I tend to keep work and home separate for the most part. But they when they had to go on unemployment, had to take their time off for medical leave, because she hadn't been claiming her tips. She literally wasn't making enough money to live, right? Because when you get unemployment and that whatnot, it's based off of what you were making. Well, when you're not claiming your tips, according to the government, you're not making that much, right? So, but yeah, I was in a funk and just hopeless, man. And then when my daughter my youngest was born, my wife could see that I was in a funk, and like I was like deep depression, I hate my life. Funk, okay? And she had to go back to work anyways, because she had ended up using up most of her maternity leave while she was pregnant, because it was a it was a high risk pregnancy. And I don't make a lot of money, so like both of us need to be bringing in an income for us to afford our life, right? And even as it is, like I say, right now I work as much as I can, and there is a contemplation about getting a part-time job, honestly, like even as is, and as is, my job treats me good, because I'm good, because I'm worth what they give me as much hours as they can for the most part, and I definitely, like, you can see it in the schedule. You can definitely see it in the schedule where, like, I definitely get I definitely get a bit of favoritism from time to time. Mind you, when people need their time off or whatnot for whatever, and I definitely fill in too, right? Like, I go wherever I'm needed. I do make it work, right? Or if somebody needs, like, yeah, I understand. I'm very open and understanding, just in general. I think that's part of what makes me such a positive influence. But even that, it's in perspective, right? I work so hard and whatnot because I see that me doing so helps me. Everything is self-interest with me at the end of the day. I am selfish, but my being selfish causes me to be compassionate, has me be very giving and forgiving and understanding, because my doing so helps me. It makes me feel better. It makes, but it's very much self-motivated, very much. It's me and my family. My kids come first, then me. And then my wife. Yeah, probably. My wife might come before me, But I think if I'm honest with myself, I think I put myself before my wife, which I don't think I don't think either way is bad, per se, as long as you place yourself and place her. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you're placing both of you as a priority, does it really matter which one comes first? Like I say, oh yeah, that's right. I guess you didn't hear the last one because frickin' didn't want to record for whatever reason. Recorded 3 seconds after the fact. Like, really? Really? Yeah, that's what happened. Great. BS. But, it's okay to be, you should be a little greedy. That's how you get ahead, and getting ahead, you're able to help more people and offer more substantial help. A lot of these, Elon Musk helps more people than that dude that who literally gives the shirt off his back. Because that guy who literally gives the shirt off his back, he never gets ahead because he's always giving it away. So he has less to give. Because Elon Musk is a businessman and isn't giving everything away, he's able to help out more. And he's able to he's even able to make a profit and help himself while doing that. You know what I mean? And that's the way to do it. That's the most helpful to everyone. Everyone seems to think that life has this zero-sum game, but it's all in perspective, man. This world is not a zero-sum game, I'm telling you. But yeah, it's all in perspective. And when I come back, while I was taking time off, I was being a stay-at-home dad, and man, as a gamer, being a stay-at-home dad, life was amazing. But I was in being a stay-at-home dad, I was good for being a stay-at-home. I do it so well. I wish me and my wife could afford me to be just me be a stay-at-home dad. Honestly, I am good at it because, especially with my wife, because my wife is the actual clutter freak. She can't have things be untidy. Me, I literally don't see untidy. I see messes, but if it hasn't reached the point of being a mess, I don't even see untidy. My wife will point it out. It's like, oh, I guess. But it's, your minor messes, the 5 little toys that are in the living room, I don't even see it. When there's 20, I see it and I clean it up. But when it's the 5, I literally don't see it. Which is fine for, like I say, being a stay-at-home dad where you're with the kid that's actually running around actively. That's what you want. Because it's not so much clutter that you're actually running into stuff and stepping on stuff and whatnot, but it's just the ones that they're playing with. And otherwise, I would rotate all the laundry. So laundry was washed, dried, and folded every day. Right? It's just I would do mine and my wife's one day, and then I'd do my eldest's the next day, and then I'd do my middle child the next day, and then I'd do the toddlers the next day. Only also that day I'm doing mine and my wife's again because while ours being 2 people, ours gets filled up a little bit fast, especially we're working and getting changed because of work. And the kids, I don't know, sometimes they change after school, but not too often. But yeah, with the 2 of us versus 1 of them for each of theirs, ours fills up a bit faster. So usually then it was but I would stagger the clothes, the laundry. So there was never a day where I was hopelessly involved in it, right? You did your daily sweep, you'd mop every second day, or if there was an active mess, right? And that's the thing too. If messes and accidents happen, but take care of it now, it's better in the long run. But yeah, I totally had time to game out probably 6 hours a day, and I was at that point in time I was playing Elder Scrolls Online, and for the main guild that I was a part of, I was one of their top recruiters off of Facebook. Because even when I wasn't able to play the game, because I'm a stay-at-home dad, I still would have my phone and would be able to hop on Facebook constantly, and I was all over the Elder Scrolls Facebook pages and what. But I was also one of the big trolls. Our guild originally was. You never wanted to say something bad about our guild, because the guild would come out and the whole guild would like dogpile you and troll the hell out of you. We're kind of bad for it, really, but it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, I was one of the top recruiters, and life was great. But during that time, I was able to get myself straight, get out of my funk, and I also came to understand the expertise that I actually have in this industry. And then, so I don't know, I ended up falling back into it. Even there, like I did plan on finding like an industry job, like go work for one of the lumber mills, or you know what I mean. Go do something like that. Or work oil patch, perhaps. That was unlikely because my wife too likes me being home every night. We want to have a scheduled life kind of thing, you know what I mean? So a lot of your oil patch work doesn't really work that way, but there's a lot of shops around town here and whatnot that a guy could have got in that way and still had something of a regular schedule, right? But I ended up, because just where the economy was at the time, a lot of the industry jobs weren't there, and a lot of those guys were all laid off and broke and selling off all their toys to try and last. So I ended up falling back into kitchens, and last 5 years, well, about 5. It's been well, really, I guess it's just been the pre-COVID. So like 3 years, 4 years, 3-4 years. It's been an interesting trip. I've definitely gained a boost to my confidence. I've had, in this last bit of time, I've worked under actual chefs who seen my skills and blew smoke up my butt. I've had international restaurateurs tell me that I'm money. And I've really come to understand that I actually do have the expertise to make it work in this industry, and more importantly than that, I have the right mentality to do the right kind of business for this town if I had the money for it. There's 3 levels of business that I would like to do, and it all depends on the money. The one that's most likely is a burger shop, but a true... What the... Jeez. What the heck? I don't... Oh, I don't know, man. I hope that doesn't ruin the stuff. I don't think it will. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, while I was, I grew to love this industry and knowing that I have the passion and know that I have the skills, even though I've never had formal training, and there's still lots of things that I've never cooked, lots of ingredients I've never used. For here, in my hometown, I know how to make one work. I know what people want, what'll actually sell. I know what people say they want, and I know what people will actually want, because they are actually 2 different things. Lots of people say certain things, but when you go do that, the people that want that, not enough of them are going out every night to support it. And that's legitimately the problem. Stuff like, oh, we want a good healthy food place. Oh, do you? Because there was a Healthy Fusion that had lots of acclaims. Everybody loved the place. Like literally, I never heard a bad thing about it. But guess what's not in business anymore? And you know why? Because the people who want to eat healthy are not the people who are going out to eat every night. And working in nearly all of the local restaurants at one point or another, I can tell you flat out, that your healthy options cost businesses money. If it was up to me, most of those healthy options would never make it on it. Like, I'd never have a veggie platter. Sorry, no. You want to buy a veggie platter? Go to IGA. Like, I don't know what to tell you, because not enough of the people that are wanting that are coming out to eat for it, right? Like, I'm sorry, the vegan decided to come out that wants to go out that once a month. Like, and it's you know, it's no offense. It's just there's not enough for those people that are coming out. It can't be supported. It costs it costs money. But yeah. So like I say, I know what people say they want, and I know what'll actually work. And a good local burger shop that does it right would really go over. And that's my low-cost option, because there's two ways that I can do it. In fact, I could probably do them in tangent. And that's food truck and a local, just a small burger shop kind of thing. I think I could really do it. And the thing about that, the most important thing about that one is one of the issues that I've had with taking credit and whatnot. I don't promote my personal business places very often. There's been a couple that I have, but it was because it was me that I believed in, basically. The food, like at OT's when I was working under Leo, I promoted the hell out of that place, but it was just me and him. And it was one of those, and I was upfront about stuff, right? Look, if we actually get busy, there could be waits. But you know what? Because it's just me and this guy, I guarantee you, though, if you do wait, the wait will be worth it. And I did. I promoted the help because I did. I believed in and was proud in what I served. And even now, like, I'm proud of what I serve, but I'm not going to promote the businesses that I'm in, because it's not always me cooking. And I am not as confident about my places as some people are. You know, and not my place. I don't. And it's one of those, you know, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say nothing at all, right? So, and even there, it's not that I don't have anything good to say. I do. But yeah, I don't. I want to be, when I speak, I want to be able to be fully honest, and I don't want to get myself in trouble. Right? You know, you never know where you're going to have to go back to work to, and you don't want to like, I've worked under some but you don't want to throw people under the bus, because you never know if you're going to have, you know, if life hits you like a truck and you have to go back to somebody, right? You throw them under the bus, they don't want to take you back, understandably. But yeah, I generally don't, because, you know, and it's just that, like, I'm not the only one who's working, and sometimes you have new people, and like, whereas the small burger shop, I'm literally able to put it on my own back, run it myself, no other staff, and I guarantee profit, guarantee it. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to do it sooner rather than later. I really do. I think I totally went on a tangent here. I'm not even sure if I got through my original point, because this is the second time I'm doing it, right? But yeah, it's all in perspective. If you look at the positives, you'll be happy, even in a horrible situation. Set your goals, do what you need to do, keep your head to the grindstone, and just focus on the good. Acknowledge the bad, but move on. Like, don't dwell on it. Dwell on the good. Dwell on the good. Always look at the bright side. You know, and when you're in the worst of all places, be the good person. And then hey, guess what? You get to go and say, you know what? Yeah, there's all these freaking horrible people around me. All of these people are scumbag, dirtbag people. All of them. And there's times where a person might find themselves in that spot. I've been there. But I know I'm good, so I know it's possible to be good. And so I'm going to keep being good just so I know that there's good out there. And then, yeah, you end up pushing through that way. And guess what? You do discover there is other good. Lots. And also remember, like, don't get caught, you know, it's all in perspective. Don't get caught in the trap of thinking that this is a zero-sum game. It's not. We can all win, and in fact, that's how we win. You know how we win? We all win by winning our individual battles. You get ahead, I get ahead, they get ahead. We all get ahead. But your getting ahead is on you. And it's important that you do get ahead because that's how we all get ahead. So, you know, anybody watching this, you do your part and I'll do mine. I promise you I will do mine. I will be the best cook I can wherever I work, and I will put up the best food I can for every single person who comes in. But it's up for everybody else to do your part too. Do your part. Have a good one. Oh, where's that?
Hello there.
Bye. Like